Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ask Trainer Jeff show. My name is Jeff McMahon and I'm going to be your host for today. We are on episode number 8 of the Ask Trainer Jeff show, and today we're going to be talking about ellipticals, jumping higher, wrestling, babies, the whole 9 yards. So let's get started with question number 1. Question number 1 comes from Margaret. Is the treadmill a more consistent workout than your pre-core elliptical? In other words, are you going to be more consistent speeds with a treadmill than fluctuating with an elliptical? Well, Margaret, the answer to this is depending on what you're doing. I mean, if you're doing high intensity intervals, then you're going to be fluctuating anyway, whether you're on a treadmill or an elliptical. If you're going for a long distance at a steady speed, yes, you're probably going to want to stick with a treadmill because it determines your speed, whereas an elliptical, you determine the speed. So if you are pushing harder on your right foot versus left foot, you're going to have a different variation of your cadence. So it all depends on what you're going for. Ellipticals ideally are made for lower impact to alleviate any knee pain, back pain, or that kind of stuff that you get from running. Treadmills are a secondary option to running, but your best bet is going to be to run outside or whatever environment you have in your area. So hope that answers your question, but to be technical with it, yes, treadmills are more consistent. All right, next one comes from Ryan. Is pre-workout stretching more important or post-workout stretching? Pre-workout stretching is what they want to call dynamic stretching. So that isn't a static bend down and touch your toes. That is more a dynamic stretch, which would be a walking lunge, bringing your knees to your chest as you're walking, doing soccer kicks where you're kicking up high and bringing it down low. Loosening up your body as far as the motion that you're going to be doing, but not exactly a static stretch. You don't want to have your body too loose when you're doing your workouts because then you can lead to injuries. So you want to do the stretching after, which is your touching toes, the static stretching like that, loosening up your body following your workout, and you want to actively, dynamically stretch your body before the workout. Julie says, my son wrestles. How old should he be before he starts lifting weights? Julie, any boy should be starting lifting weights probably around the age of 15 or 16. I'd say 16 to be on the safer side, but you want to get their body growing past their biggest growth spurts. Weight compresses down on your spine and your joints. The more you're compressing down, then you start to affect your growth plates, you start to affect the total height of somebody, you start to have scoliosis, back pain, shoulder pain, all that kind of stuff. Your body's growing, why would you want to try to pin it down with extra weight? So if he's going to be wrestling, he can be focusing on speed, agility, core strength, which is a lot of planks, abs, side planks, holding your body, push-ups, suspended push-ups, incline push-ups, decline push-ups, plyometrics, things of that nature. Pull-ups are going to be great. But as far as weight goes, have him hold off until he's at least 15 or 16 when his body's able to mature enough and handle that extra resistance being put down on its joints. The next question comes from Lindsay. Lindsay says, I'm pregnant. How much extra food should I be eating for my baby? Technically, according to the American Medical Association, it should be 1.2 times your daily intake is what you need for the baby. Now, hormones are going to tell you otherwise, and you're going to want all sorts of kinds of food, pickles with peanut butter sandwiches, or M&Ms and popcorn, or whatever it is. Cravings are something totally different. Your baby doesn't need a extra cheeseburger, doesn't need those extra fries. Those are just excuses we have to want to eat more. But reality, medically, your body needs 1.2 times the amount of calories you would normally intake in a day to suffice for the baby. Dave says, what medicines does exercise and diet affect to help eliminate me having to take? Exercise and diet affects the 3 major medication groups. First would be type 2 diabetes, second would be cholesterol, and third would be blood pressure. Now, some of these are genetic and hereditary, so you can't always get away from them, but a lot of type 2 diabetes can be 100% reversed with proper diet and exercise. High blood pressure, again, like hypertension, that kind of stuff, same kind of thing. Cholesterol, yes, some of it is hereditary, but a lot of it is what you are eating. So if you're willing to work out, make your body be more efficient, and be more mindful in your nutrition part, all that can be going away. So unless you really love to take pills, take a look at yourself and see if there's something that might be more helpful to eliminate those medications. All right, last question comes from our friend Pat. He says, what exercises do I do to jump higher? Well, Pat, jumping doesn't come just from your calves. Jumping comes from your hips, your hip flexors, your glutes, and your ham knees. Those big lever muscles that when you bend down and explode up, those muscles all come from that core section area. So you want to be doing a lot of body weight, perfecting your form, technique, things of that nature, broad jumping, static, just jump up, come back down, but you want to be going about 3 or 4 reps. You don't want to be doing like 20 at a time till failure and things like that. You want to be focusing 100% on brain, coordinating your muscles. Okay, how am I going to jump higher on this jump? How am I going to jump higher on this next jump? Other things you can do is test that jump with risers in a cardio room or something like the step aerobics. Put those bad boys up to 10 or 15 or 20 risers and see how high you can get jumping to then push your body each time. Weight purposes, you want to be doing things like barbell cleans, deadlifts, snatches, hanging leg raises, a lot of core work where you're folding in. The hip flexor joint is going to be the most important part for contracting on the way down and then snapping and exploding on the way up. All right, guys, well, that's it for the questions for today. Thank you for sending them in. Again, my name is Jeff McMahon, and you can get us at Jeff McMahon TBC on Twitter or Instagram. All right, guys, talk to you later.